What's up? This is Gordon Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219. Stand up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Tretch in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
You know, I could start singing. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, but it's beginning to look a lot like a blizzard out there, okay, if you're in the Midwest, all right? What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let me start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not... Dang, did I say it wrong? The views expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. I got it. I'm a little tired. Had a long drive. I'm good, all right? So, hey, man, look. Christmas is getting ready to come through. Give me a holler at us, Sunday. Hey, Christmas, what's up? What's up, Greg? Yeah, all right. Yeah, Gina. I saw that look on your face. Anyway, we have a fantastic show planned for you today. We have, if you've been in school before and you've been bullied, what do you do? Do you just let it go? Do you tell someone? Or do you do something about it? This lady, she has a great journey, a great story to tell. She didn't let it pass, all right? She did something about it because it was happening to somebody that she loves. She did something about it. Her name is Lynn Townes. I'm telling you, man, she has her own app. It's called the Bullying Buddy. We're going to talk about all of that, okay? And we're going to get into it in a second, okay? Let's bring the people on. What's going on, CES?
Hey. Man, bullying. I got bullied.
Did you?
I did.
That's a shame. Well, you know what? I know it's past the time. It's done and over with for you. But we're going to learn what we can do. We're going to learn a story about the bullying. What's going on, Mo B?
Man, I can't believe you got bullied, Gina.
I got bullied. Hey, Mo, what's happening?
Same old stuff, different day.
Different day.
Bullied on that 600. Bullied on that $600. Okay, she bullied. That's what she did.
Right. I was ready to say maybe she was on the other foot. You
know what I mean? Everybody say hello to the life coach, Jeff Rutherford.
What's happening, Coach?
I got bullied too, and I'm still emotionally scarred.
Me too, Coach. Me too.
I'm angry. No, I'm just
I need therapy.
Okay, well, you got a life coach down there. Okay, but Tara's gonna really tell us.
I ain't no therapist.
Yeah,
I'm telling that.
Marcy, did you get bullied too? Did you get bullied too?
I did.
Oh wow.
I got bullied, but my thing right now is just because someone says something, don't make it so.
Yeah. You know.
And keep moving.
Mm-hmm. You gotta keep moving, all right?
Yeah.
But
I didn't get bullied, I got beat up.
Oh.
That's not bullying.
That's still being bullied.
That's
okay,
still a form of bullying.
Mm-hmm.
Our guest took it to another level. Okay, instead of just sitting there and letting it continue, she took it to another level and she did something about it. Everybody, let's talk to Lynn Townes. How are you, Tara?
Tara,
Hello.
Welcome,
How are you?
Help us, Tara. This is a panel of bullied people.
Okay.
Abused and used.
Tara, you got it on mute.
Unmute your microphone.
We got to hear your voice. She put it back on. There you go.
Wait, did I do? Oh, because I'm lagging.
Yeah, she's lagging a little bit, guys. But we're gonna get this in. We're gonna get this in. But Tara, again, welcome to the show.
Welcome. We need you.
Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you for having me.
Most definitely. All right. Before we get started, man, comments already coming through. Joseph George, the singer.
What's
He said,
happening,
"What's up,
Mr.
everybody?
George?
Merry
Hey,
Christmas
what's
to the
going
whole
on?
crew."
Hey.
We got Trey out there. Tree, I'm sorry.
What's up,
Hey, Tree.
Earl Henson, my brother. What's going on? Everybody cool
Thank
out
you,
there?
Earl, for watching in.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Let's go. Tara, man, first of all, again, thank you for coming to the show. This is a subject that really a lot of people don't, it happens to everybody. It happened to everybody on that panel, all right? It happened to me as well. But a lot of people don't understand what it's about, okay? Tara, can you share a little bit of your journey with us?
Yes. If you guys can put up with all of the faces that the lagging is making me make.
It's okay.
It's all right.
We got
So
you.
you can hear my voice though. So thank you so much for having me. A little bit of a backdrop is my son Encore was born with dwarfism, and he was bullied to the point almost, I say, of no return. Thank the Lord at the time I was in my master's program. I am a therapist and a life coach, but I was able to see signs that a lot of parents are missing, obviously because you really don't know what it is, nor would you think that someone 7 or 8 or 6 would even, contemplate taking their lives. So long story short, he was bullied, and he came home one day with missing skin. And that's when I went up to the school, and thank the Lord we were in a place, it was in Irvine, that just completely embraced it. And the principal said, hey, come and talk to the kids. We back you, whatever you want to do. And it's quite funny how, you could be sitting next to your daily dose of inspiration, because that's what I call him. And I'm blessed with having that next to me all day, every day, so that it keeps me moving. And so it pushed me into my purpose. I was bullied as well for being interracial in a predominantly all white school, private school, and for being overweight as a child. They bullied me, tremendously, should I say. And my son reintroduced me to that place in my life where I kind of put it behind me, and I was going to do other things with my life. And we began this mission and calling. We started speaking all over the United States. I wrote a book. I'm on my second book now. And
Nice.
All right.
thank you. And through meeting other mothers who have endured this, and especially mothers who have had their children take their lives ages 7 to 17, it then really pushed me into what God called for me on my life, because never would I thought any of this, but it's moving and we're doing it. And the thought of an app came to place, and it manifested, and now it's here in the stores, and the Bible to Bullying, and also a curriculum, an empathy-based curriculum. So that is, a little bit of my backdrop of my why and who pushed me into this.
First of all, sorry for all of that that happened with your son. Okay, you said he came home and skin was missing.
Yes, they were stepping on the back of his feet, and he's literally has dwarfism, right? So he would go straight to the ground, and his chin, the skin was missing on his chin. That was the last for me, because I noticed his money, his lunch money. I'm like, where's your lunch money? Oh, I wasn't hungry. I fed my friends. Oh, I have a bellyache. Oh, that's the number one excuse they all give the children in the United States. Is 160,000 children miss school per day as a result of being bullied. So these were things that I noticed. But when the skin was off of his face, Mama Bear came out.
I bet, yeah.
With a big old boot, right?
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's terrible. So, but he's well now, right?
He is amazingly, once again, you can either feel your pain, make others feel your pain, or you can embrace it and turn your pain into power. And that's what he did. That's what he did. He didn't retaliate. Some children do that, get frustrated. And he didn't, say, oh, feel sorry for me because this is what I'm going through. He actually stood up to his own pain, because we have to stand up to that, not with other people.
Yes.
Like Marcella, you just said that, right? Just because someone says something doesn't mean that that's what it is. So
Right.
he did not do that either. And he stood up for himself. And I'm proud of him because he was 7 when we began speaking all over to schools. So
Wow.
Wow, that's great.
yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Jeannie, you want to say something?
Yes, Tara, I notice, from what I know and what I hear about bullying, most kids don't tell their parents or adults that they're bullied. Why is that?
Because they're afraid. So when you tell and speak up in our society, even as adults, right, we're definitely, we have a lid on us. So we have to advocate and we have to get out there and lobby and do things to hear, for our voice to truly be heard. Imagine adolescents who don't even know what to say or how to say it because their peers are saying, if you tell on us, it's going to be worse on you, or you're going to be a snitch. I use all of their terminologies because I have to be cool with the kids. Can't be all stuffy with them. So they say, Miss Tara, stop saying tattletailing and telling. It's snitches get stitches. So I'm like, okay.
There you go.
Get stitches.
So
Wow.
I'm their voice, but this is the things, these are the things that they say to me. So that is the reason why fear is just a culprit in the whole bullying experience. Like a lot, even the bully is fearful of not maintaining or controlling his environment or power. So that's why he picks a target that he knows will let him bully them, and he does what he does to gain his power and his control, which makes him feel secure.
I can imagine you had to work. You had to work this through pain and had to keep your composure, as opposed to lashing out and snatching somebody's weave out or something like that, right? Marcel,
we can't be violent if we're trying to make peace.
Yes.
Marcel, you had a question, a statement.
No, more of a statement. I've worked with youth. I always say I don't like kids, and for some reason, they gravitate toward me, and some reason I'm always working around them for some reason. But something else that I found out in speaking with children that are bullied, the main bullies in their lives are their family members. It can be your parents, and so there it's learned behavior.
Yes.
And they can't do anything with their parents or the older siblings. So then they're fighting out and acting out to other children. And that's a big thing. And then, like you said, fear, because I know growing up, I'm older, we were taught what happens in this house stays in this house.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so that's a big factor. And with Child Protective Services, when a child is being bullied, abused, and things of that nature, they have been threatened by the abuser. And so when Child Protective Services come out and they're asking questions, and then you talk back to the caseworker, well, the children said, if you don't see a mark on the kids, and they will check them, but if you don't see a mark, then it's like, if the kids won't say anything and speak up, there's nothing we can do. And that's why a lot of children fall through the cracks.
Absolutely. That is a chapter in my book. So I'm so happy you brought that up, because it is definitely a leading reason why we don't have enough information, because not all of the adolescents are doing it. But I wanted to bring up the modeling, because that definitely is important to bring up the parents, babysitters, big brother, big sister, cousins. But modeling the behavior that they're sustaining is also another reason. I mean, they become a bully sometimes because they haven't had the tools to speak up and speak out, and they're frustrated, and they feel like, hey, the bully got his power this way, so let me model and emulate him. So.
Exactly.
So, Tara, let me ask you this. So as I was looking at your website, and your son Encore was going through this, he said, people stared at him, people laughed, they called him a freak, an ugly monster, and purposely did things to him. How did you get him? Because I know he was probably just really emotionally torn up with that. How did you get him back to being steady? Not okay, but steady with it, and being able to just relate to you exactly what's going on, so that you could start doing what you're doing.
Well, after he shut down, and that's a good question because this is what we're missing in the children who are taking their lives. But after he shut down, because he's the life of the party. So you know how you're the life of the party, Greg?
Yeah. She says that and laughs.
Come on, Tyler. Let's go. Let's go. It's about me.
He is. He was, when he was younger, he was really, I mean, he used to just dance in the middle of Target and people would stare and he'd be like, I know, I'm little, I know. And I can still dance though. I mean, he was just so
I'm just doing a little dancing. That's a little dancing, that's all.
Yes. So he would make people, turn red or be so embarrassed. But some people would say, I'm just looking at how beautiful you are. So I feel that the situation itself kind of navigated him into the way that he expressed, which was talking to other kids. I think that when he spoke up for himself, he realized himself, I'm saying, that speaking up gets stuff done. And when you don't speak up, you continue living through these things that don't feel good or that are very, very uncomfortable. So I believe that, and that's with anything, right? When we, do something and we stand up and we stick up and we advocate, it makes us feel amazing, no matter what you're trying to do, whether you are speaking, losing weight or whatever. When you first see that result, first 10 pounds up, boom, I'm going to the gym 10 days a week. But
right.
I think that gave him his place, and his voice. Now at home, we're just open. We're open family. We talk about everything. So in fact, I mean, like, my kids really talk about any and everything. And I like that though. Funny story, when he first got, and he's gonna like really be like, Mom, I'm gonna kick your butt when you get off. But when he first got underarm here, stuff like that, he comes right in with his arm, like, look. I'm like, okay, I don't want to like see it on my nose, but that's how open we are, and he is. And so this is what we need. Not saying that we're a perfect household by any means, but we definitely, parents, please talk to your children. Leave that door open. Do not tell them to not say things and be afraid. Remember, if they can't speak up in their microsystem, which is their home base, how are they going to speak up on the outside? They're not.
Yeah, absolutely. Moby, you had a question.
Yeah. How is bullying defined?
It's defined as an individual who, and I want to tell the difference too. I want to explain the difference between bantering and bullying. And this is
bullying conflict. Yeah.
Right. So it's a person who intentionally, and that word intentional is the key word, poses harm upon another individual. So they definitely know what they're doing and they pick the target. And, we'll get into the types of bullying and the players. I call it a bullying transaction instead of, a game, because it's not a game.
Wow. So basically you got a whole dictionary of words concerning this whole situation.
Yes.
But let me ask you. So now you dealt with the immediate problem with bullying with your son. How did you get it to go from just your child to others, to take your message outside of just the house?
Well, it began with that, and then I put the book out, and I started. And Are You Raising a Bully is the second book, but I'm saying the first book is Tiny Buck Life. And so when I released the book, obviously I started promoting it and speaking about it, and then people started reaching out to me. So I will say fairly that, yeah, I promoted a little bit in the beginning, but then the mothers of the children who have committed suicide began to reach out to me in massive numbers, and that began to put me on the news and the story in the book and Corey. And then, that began my journey to advocate for all of these families, and not just moms, because I've had dads reach out to me as well, or families reach out to me. But it really just took its own self to where it's supposed to be, because it's meant to be. We really, really have a resolution to this growing. This is a pandemic within a pandemic. It's growing tremendously.
Absolutely. And it's interesting that you call it a pandemic within a pandemic, okay? Because it truly is. I mean, there's a lot of kids, as Tara said earlier, there's a lot of kids that are, because of being bullied, they started feeling worthless and they take their lives, you know. Life coach, you had a question.
Yeah, you know, with it being so many different types of bullying, I know you said you were going to get into that, you know what I mean? But I'm sorry if I'm jumping the gun some, because I believe this is just an interesting topic of conversation, because we don't talk about this enough. You know what I mean?
Right.
I end up life coaching a group of girls every week, so I understand how cruel kids can be in terms of what they have to say and them getting their point across. So, you know, with dealing with certain people, you know, I know you said the skin was missing, you know, from your son and everything like that. You know, I know kids will do self-mutilation. I know your son wasn't doing that, but I know kids will do that, you know, as a way of lashing out or dealing with pain. You know what I mean? So with dealing with that pain, how do you recommend that people kind of get through that portion of it, mentally and physically?
Good question.
Yes. So, and I do want, thank you for bringing this up. How his skin was missing is they stepped on the back of his feet or they held him down, and he actually, his face was hitting the ground, and on his chin, as a result of that, his skin was missing. So that is what, but yes, I do have clients and adolescents who self-medicate by cutting and doing different things, you know what I mean, to them, to themselves. So I say this, as far as the physical part of pain, it's the part that we can see. So treating that part when a child or an adolescent comes in, let's just say with a bruise, because that's the first part, right? You have to stop the bleeding with the Band-Aid, and then you allow it to heal, and then you can take it off. It gets the scab, and then it's pretty much healed. So when a child comes in with something physical, I often have parents say, oh, I just tell them, oh, you're a boy, you're okay. And oh, just brush it off. And no, you're not going to brush off a bloody nose, and you're not going to brush off a red cheek. It may not be a big deal, you know, to parents, right? Especially boys. And this is just real talk. And it's boys who really have the most emotional bearing on this, because they are told not to express their emotions. So physical, I say, when you have physical pain, treat it. Talk to your child about it, the adolescent, you know, treat it, put ice on it, let them know, be nurturing in this moment, because it's very important that you validate them in everything. This is why we're losing them, because they feel that the information is not important to us as the adults. And it's really not, if we're brushing them off with, oh, boys will be boys, and oh, he just likes you. We get so many excuses. Boys do that when they don't like girls. Okay, well, don't pull my shirt up and pull my bra down in front of middle schoolers, because I'm devastated. Now I don't want to go back to school. It's not a boy liking me. And if he likes me, tell him to do something different. But as far as the physical part, that's something that we can do as parents and empower our children to do as well. As far as the mental stuff, it's all about redirection, right? And so when they come in with those mental scars, we really, really, once again, need to cut our whole entire world off and make them feel that they are our world, and that they definitely can come out of this. It's not just about, and I just had this talk with a mom today. We went to go meet the mayor in my town who was backing us. And she was saying, we love her so much. We give her attention. We do this, we do that. She still says these people are her friends when they're bullying her. And she's, you know, very, very emotional about this. Doesn't even want to return to school. And she said, but I keep building her up, right? And I said, okay. So that's expected from our kids. If our mom is, we're coming in, not every parent, but most parents, right? When your child comes in and they're crying or they're sad, we're going to address that. But we're not helping them address it if we just address it with words, right? Oh, you're wonderful, you're powerful, you're great, you could do it. Okay, and they're sitting there looking at us like, huh?
You're my mom.
Why am I getting bullied?
Yeah, what about James who just whooped my butt? You know?
Exactly. I'm not so great. So we have to show them and help them unleash what they already have on the inside to create what they want on the outside of their world. And that is building up, but being an example. allowing them to experience the other side of not being a target, which is being the bully or being the watcher. Like I said, there's so many different characters in this transaction that are never talked about, that I discovered through my personal research. It's going on 8 years now.
Wow. That's like having an anchor tied to you. You don't, you continuously getting bullied every day. You go to school, you don't want to go, but sometimes you take it because you want to make friends. You want people to be around you, and that's I like the way, Tara, that you relate the situation to an actual bruise. You know what I mean? Even though it is a bruise, but I like the metaphor that you used. All right. Moby, you had a question.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever had to sit in a session where the bully and the bullied were in the same room, and you had to actually say, "Hey, you're a bully," call them out?
And to add to that question, did you accidentally backhand them?
No. We follow a hand-free policy over here, right? I know. Sometimes you feel those emotions, but definitely we have a message of nonviolence. But in answer to the question, absolutely. I do trainings nationwide, and what I do is I role play the different types of bullying and the different characters. So I let bullies. I'll give you, for instance, of one of the things I do in the workshop. So I take a bully, I put him in the middle of a circle of chairs, and then I have I don't call anyone a victim. We have to really, really teach our children that the self-talk is everything of them becoming targets. So we have to show them that. So I call the person a target, and we let the target go in and say all of these not so wonderful things to the bully. And when I tell you what I get, I get tears from the bully. I get anger from the bully. I get laughing because, a lot of times people do cover up fear with a laugh.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
So that's what I get. Now I reverse the roles and I let the target sit in the seat, or I'll let the target bully the bully. And I've even had a target say, when I said, they said, "I don't know if I can say this, Miss Tara." I said, "In my room, you can say whatever you want to say." And the young man said, "I felt for the first time in my life, I've been bullied. He's been racially bullied forever." And then his sexual preference, bullied about his sexual identity. And basically he said, "It felt good. Is that a bad thing?" I said, "No, because that's called power." Now it felt good because you got to address the person who makes you feel bad all the time, right? So however, that's super breakthrough though, because you are now stepping in the shoes of power. You just need to have positive power. That's all. The bully has negative power. It's just an equation. The whole thing that's why I call it a transaction.
This woman here, y'all. Come on now.
Man, I love this.
Yes.
This woman here, girl, you killing me right now, Tara. You're killing me. You're bullying my brain.
And I didn't even touch you. You see that? I didn't even touch you.
See, you good.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
You good.
How you do it?
Yeah.
But you'd be surprised how many people don't have bad words, how words hurt. You might as well hit me in the stomach instead of saying what you're going to say,
Yes.
Absolutely, man. Gina, you had a question?
Tara. When I got bullied, my sister told me, my oldest sister, she said, "Go get the biggest and baddest one and beat them down, and the rest of them will leave you alone." And it worked.
Hey,
she said that it worked.
What's wrong with that?
Old school tactics. Old
I'm
school way.
gonna tell you, my dad said the same thing. He is much older than you. He's 82, right? And my family name is Lulu. And he said, "Lulu, when I was a kid, when we had a bully, we would get him around everyone else in a circle. We would punch him in the nose, and then I'm like, Dad, Okay, that was 100 years ago. Number one.
Right. Ain't gonna work
Okay.
out. He might pull out a
Oh
gun.
man.
Right. That was 100 years ago. But what I said to him, though, and I'll say this to you too, Gina, because yes, that methodology worked back then because there was a thing called respect for power back then. Our adolescents don't even have respect for life. So nothing scares them at this point, right? So we need to recondition their brain so that we almost trick them into a different behavioral pattern. But I will say this, that it doesn't work today because people will come back and retaliate. And that's the difference. That's why we have schools being shot up and children dying unnecessarily outside of suicide because we have retaliation. So if you make the bully look like a fool and he is being foolish, right? And then you go home and then he gets even madder, or the hate, grows a little bit more inside his being, he'll come back and shoot up 40 people that didn't have anything to do with it. So, years ago, yes, because we respected things, but children are they're out there on a limb right now, boy. I'm in the trenches with them. It's really serious, though. It really
doing
is.
some great work. You are doing some great work. We're going to get into the app in a second, okay? Marcy, you had a question?
Yes. Tara, you mentioned there's several different types of bullies, and I kind of heard you say something about the watcher. There's so many times things are happening, like the young lady who was killed by her friends, and you had the ones doing the videos, because it's so much in social media. Can you break down some of the different types? Because a lot of people don't think that if you're not the one saying the thing or touching, harming the person, I was just there. But if you're there and don't say anything or do anything, aren't you still considered part of the bullying? Like a accessory to the crime?
Yeah. So I thank you for bringing this up, because this is like one of the things that I highlight in my trainings, even with teachers and admin and students. There are characters that I have uncovered through my personal research. There is the bully. There's the target. There's the reinforcer, who is the person that says, go ahead, get that one. Look at him. He's in a wheelchair. That's that one. And then you have the assistant. Oh, I'll hold him down for you and you punch him. And then you have the watcher, who is the bystander, who's filming this and doesn't realize how important he really or she truly is, because they can stop it. Hello. And then you have the defender, who is, stop doing that. Leave him alone. Leave her alone. So these are the characters that I personally discovered through, like I said, years and years of research before I developed the app or this book that's about to come out. What I do want to break down is that the reinforcer is doing exactly what that word says. They're reinforcing the behavior, so it gives the bully more power. The assistant also gives the bully more power. And if you really look at numbers, I love stats and numbers, that's 3 people. And then you have the target, the watcher, and the defender. If the watcher would really know his or her place, they would realize, wow, the bully is not touching me for some reason. So obviously I'm not a target, but I can be a defender with the defender, and we can outnumber the other characters in this transaction. And this is why training and education is what's going to change the game in this, and what's going to change the narrative. If you don't know who you are, then Marcella, you're going to say exactly what society thinks. Well, I was just standing by. Well, but you recorded. So all of that 15 minutes of a video that you wanted to go viral because you think there's some funny thing about it or whatever it was that made you record it. There's many reasons. We don't have enough time this time. But what I'm saying is that's a powerful person. He has a whole chapter in my book, because you are also exposing the world to somebody else's violation.
Yes.
What are you getting out of that? So you can stand up for someone instead of sit down and use a phone and record.
That's just crazy. Life coach, you got a question?
Yeah, I know that you spoke a little bit about breakthrough, you know what I mean? With either the bully or the one that was being bullied. I really want to know what you really felt was your toughest breakthrough, the toughest cookie to crack, you know what I mean? Because I know when you say you're dealing with kids, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's hard. It takes time. You have to really work with them to get them to open up to you. And like I said, when I work with these girls, it took all of we've been working with them for like 2 years. It took a year and a half just to really get one to open up, but it was consistency though. So I really want to know what was your toughest breakthrough moment with a child, and how long did that take?
I would say the number one thing that is a theme with being sometimes a challenge is when a child is, that there's stages of actually executing something. So you have your pre-contemplation and your contemplation, and then especially suicide, and then you make the arrangements. That's where they give away things. But when they're in the execution, honestly, this is why we put them under medical watch for 72, to 2 weeks sometimes, or a month, however long it takes, because they've made up their mind, and there's nothing you can tell them or do for them that makes them think otherwise, that it's not better to disappear than to face what they're going through. And so I had someone who, I have a lot of someones who was suicidal, but I'm saying I had one child in particular that absolutely just would not budge, right? So this child is under medical supervision, obviously, and I'm seeing this child. And the only thing that kept surfacing with this child is nothing. A complete wall. I'm good. Everything is I'm good. I'm like, okay, well, obviously you're not good because you're sitting here in the hospital, or you're sitting coming to see me, or we're having Zoom meetings. And so this child went through some different things or what have you, and situations took the child to a different place or what have you. I still maintain contact through Zoom. But the most incredible breakthrough was when I sent this child something. I use lenses when I do workshops and trainings, and they're heart shaped. And that's how I open up the door. Just to answer this question, Jeff, I open up the door with something funny because they're adolescent. So I come in with these big old heart-shaped glasses, and I say to them, and they're looking at me like, what? And I say, everything that I'm about to share with you guys, I need you to look at it through love lenses versus judge lenses. Immediately,
I like that.
Immediately, because I do a lot of head stuff. This is what you have to do to get breakthrough. You must. This talking stuff is not working with these kids.
Exactly.
And when I sent this baby, well, they're all babies to me, but anyway, the little teenager, the heart-shaped glasses, and the person thought they were very, very funny and started opening up, and then told their parent, like, I don't want any other person but Miss Tara. And this person was going through a shutdown for a couple of months, actually. But I worked with him for about a month, and he opened up, poured it out, and he's still with us today. So I'm happy about that.
That's amazing.
That's what's up. I wanted to take a moment. On her page also, for people who don't know, she has a page that says simply know the facts. And I want to read a couple of these facts off here. She said 30% of students who reported that they had been bullied said that they had at times brought weapons to school themselves. A bully is 6 times more likely to be incarcerated by the age of 24. A bully is 5 times more likely to have a serious criminal record when he grows up. And 60%, which is overwhelming, of middle school students say that they have been bullied. But the other side of that is 16% of the staff believes that students are bullied. These numbers, only 16.
Wow.
And they're there, right? These numbers are staggering, man. They're staggering. Gina, you got a question? After you get off the mute.
I'm just really thinking about, really what you go through when you're being bullied, and you feel like you're out there alone.
Right.
You don't know what to do. You don't know how to, get out of these types of situations. We didn't have any kind of support system like what you're offering, Tara, back then. We just dealt with it, sucked it up, and just tried to hope maybe I'll transfer to another school, or, you know, it's elementary school, and hopefully when I get to junior high school, this person won't be there. So I just want to say that you're doing a great thing, because
Yes.
we got stuff like social bullying, people getting bullied on social
Yes.
media. I
Mhm.
can't even wrap my head around that. How in the heck you let somebody that's on the screen that can't
I
even
know,
touch
right?
you bully you?
Right.
Mental.
Because there are a lot
Mental.
of viewers. There are a lot of viewers there, and then everyone is seeing, you know, if someone's saying, "Oh, you're a boo-boo head," I'm just saying something stupid or whatever, and then everybody, all the viewers are seeing this.
Get a laugh.
You know,
Get a
then it's
like.
like, wow, and you know, they're laughing at me and they're talking about me. Oh my gosh, they got 5,000 viewers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's true.
that's
It's
great.
about getting your views up. So let's get into the app. What made you do this app, and what is the app about?
And I just wanted to piggyback very quickly, just for 2 seconds. And likes have replaced human touch, and likes have replaced people validating people and the human
Yes.
experience of interaction. So when those likes psychologically become your friends,
Yeah.
because I have family members that break it down. He liked it 7 times on Thursday, and then he's falling off because on Tuesday he liked it Tuesday. And I'm sitting here like, nah, but yes, it's people, it's true. It's true. So when
Facts.
your likes are taken away, right? You're taken away, so to speak, because we all have our platforms where some people actually portray us as something different on the platform, and then they feel like, oh, I'm busted now, so now I don't have anyone liking me, and then it goes into them emotionally. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to add about the likes. But the app, I'm so excited. The app, the Bullying Buddy app, it is cutting edge. It's patent. We're in the last stages of patent, which I'm so excited. They did the whole year of trying to find something to compare, and nothing. So we're happy. This is the app right here. We're in both Apple and Android. And what makes the app different, there are apps, you know, that are a little bit like it, but what sets us apart is many things. I'll just name a few. When your child is being violated, and I have the adult version, we could do another show another day. It's called Stomp for other violations. But when your child is at school, or you know, ballet or whatever, and they're being violated, all the child has to say is EBB. That's the emergency bullying button, that big red button on the phone that you see. I made it big so kids could be like, okay, I can't miss that button, right? So you say EBB, just in case. I thought about, what about if my hands are tied, or if someone, you know, I can't reach my phone, or I can reach it, but I really can't call on someone because they're going to be, you know, beating me more because of it. So it's voice activated. So you don't, everything can be incognito. It's voice activated. You say EBB or emergency. What happens is, in this moment, and I do this all the time, and my phone, you know, just makes me laugh when I'm presenting, because I forget how quickly it works. And when I say emergency, it actually will start recording my meetings, which is funny sometimes when people are eating. I'm like, okay, we don't want to get your mouth open. But anyway, what happens is, as soon as the violation takes place, it's recorded. And then it goes directly to the parent and to the admin or the bus driver. This is a game changer, because you get to see your child in real time of what's
Love
happening
that.
to your child. Okay.
Love
And
that.
I mean, the alert is in a second. It's so fast sometimes that I forget. And my CTO will call me and say, is everything okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm just doing a presentation. And we both laugh because it's that quick. So that's one thing, the powerful thing. Another thing that it does is it tracks up to 10 minutes. So if your child is getting bullied and it goes off of the playground, and now it goes to inside of where the lockers are, and now you know where your child is. I mean, you literally are seeing what's happening to your child.
Wow.
So you may be at work and you can't get to them, but admin also knows, right? So they can get right over to your child, whether it be on the playground, whether it be in the bathroom, whether it be wherever the hiding spots are for bullies. Your child is saved instantly.
That's
right?
a game changer.
Wow, that is.
Thank you.
Wow, that is awesome.
Thank
That is
you.
a game changer.
Woo, big time. Big time.
Wow.
Imagine if you had this doing those, shootings,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
they had that app. Imagine how quick the authorities
Yes.
would be able to get there and react if this app would have been out.
Absolutely. And we're in negotiations now with that, like nationwide. I mean, from
Man.
well, I can't really speak about certain things, but just certain organizations in the government are looking at it. The schools, it's just about to be everywhere. Thank the Lord, finally, because you're right. In those shootings, the reason why they take so long and so many people die, the last one, I mean, they were outside of that door for like over 40 minutes. Oh my God. You know how many lives could have been saved if they were inside the classroom? But this will let them see what's going on in there, and then people don't have to pick up the phone and be like, oh, he's in here right now, I'm under the desk. That's going to bring attention to you. This you say nothing,
because you
does all the work for you.
Tara, that is amazing, Tara.
That's awesome.
We're going to take a quick break real quick, okay? Marcella, handle that business.
You just said. Let's redirect. Let's regroup. Refocus. Come on, life goes
For some of my older crowd and some of the people my age, we might know of a little song by a woman named Aretha Franklin called R-E-S-P-E-C-T, called Respect. And the thing is, people, there you go, my background right there. There it is. And the thing is, people, we have to show respect to each other. We mentioned this early in the show. It's just crazy how these women and thoughts, man, I get them in my head and then they just coincide with the show. It's amazing. And the thing is, we have to show more respect to one another. I understand that you have different things going on in your life, just as I have different things going on in my life, and the next person does. But if you just slow down, take a little time to show some respect and be cordial to somebody, and know that the world doesn't always revolve around you. People have problems and situations. Show compassion, show love, and be tenderhearted towards one another. Because let's be real, one day you are going to want somebody to show you that same compassion. And when they don't show it to you, you're going to be upset and angry. And you're going to ask yourself the question, how come nobody cares about me? Maybe it's just because you have to go ahead and change your heart. So then people can then go ahead and receive that same from you. So it can be reciprocated back.
Better put some spec on it, boy.
The life coach Jeff Rutherford. He has his own podcast on Monday. He got a little book going on. He got another show going on. All right. He's just an amazing guy. Hey, Jeff.
What's up?
Okay, nobody don't like me. Anyway. Hey, we are talking with Tara Lynn Townes. Okay, she is an amazing person, number one, but she's an inventor. She's got a book. She's really spearheading, I think, the initiative to stop these bullies from doing what they do, man. That's an amazing undertaking, Tara. And we thank you for coming on the show, talking to us about it, and enlightening us. All right, everybody, it's running at the bottom, www.thebullyingbuddy.com. Yes. All right, you guys log in, check out the site, and subscribe to the app. Make sure that you do what you gotta do everything that you can, because this is a very, very, very important subject and needs to be talked about. And Tara, you do you still go around the country, you and your son, speaking?
Yes, he told me that he's changing his career path because he's 14.
Okay.
No, he's getting into music now. He has some amazing songs. He raps and he reads a lot of you can't tell him nothing. That's ENC. He made his own name up. His name is Encore to begin with, but he shortened it to ENC.
Okay, that's clever.
Got any YouTube? Does he have any YouTube videos?
He has TikTok, and then I put his stuff on my social media platforms.
Let's go.
Yes.
I'll send you guys a little video of him because he's cool stuff. But anyway, I do still go all over the place. I'm called everywhere. So yes, in answer to your question.
So Marcia, you know a lot. You know a lot of people to these schools and stuff like that. Marcia, we got to get Tara out this way.
Oh, don't think. Look, like, okay, what you say? Oh, okay.
It needs to be talked about, and it needs to be spread across the nation. Hey, we don't know what's going on the other side of the world either, but possibly out that way too. We just got to get it done, okay?
Yes.
Tara, this is great. I mean, I'm so glad that you blessed us with this information today because it's necessary. This is how you go into the holiday, guys. We got great initiative to go, and there's an objective to stop this bullying. And Tara, we got to invite you to come back because I know you didn't tell only half of your story. Right?
Especially when that app launches.
Oh, it's out.
It's already out there. It's out there.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there a cost to that app?
It's 99 cents.
Wow.
Per month or period or
no, it's 99 cents to download. We are actually revising it to be a free download and $2.99 as a monthly cost. But right now, get
That's
it now, guys.
That's
it's
nothing.
just a one-time.
That's nothing, guys. That is nothing.
To protect your child.
Look at that. Look at it. It's running across the bottom of the screen. That's nothing. You guys go do that, okay? Because this could possibly save someone's life. Let's do it. It will.
Yes.
So, before we get out of here, we go around the room and we just try to give everybody some inspiration, some nuggets, some things to live by. And you're gonna start.
Well, I always end everything that I do with love you and everyone else around you. And it's cliche-ish, but it's very powerful. It's hard to love others when you really don't know how to love yourself. So get in tune with yourself so you can see how awesome and amazing you are. And you can see all of the wonderful things that live within your soul that you can share with the world. And that's a form of love. And so I will leave everyone with that.
Facts. Marcella?
I always talk about love, and love some more. Try to outlove each other.
Yes.
Parents that are watching this, grandparents, aunts, uncles, please talk to your children, teenagers, younger, thebullyingbuddy.com. Let's get this out here, especially within these schools. It's so important when they do the lockdowns, the lockdown drills, and you're not supposed to make a sound, and you're in there, and it would be so easy. What is it? EBB, to whisper real quick, EBB, as you're going into the lockdown, and then things like I believe it was Jeff who brought it up. Then they'll know what's happening, where you are, and all of these things like that. Let's get this throughout our country. It will save so many lives.
Done deal. So it is spoken, so it shall be done. Jeff.
Parents, protect your children. Download this app. Please take responsibility for your child. Yes. It is something out there that only costs 99 cents at the moment. And when it does go $2.99 a month, that ain't nothing for you to pay. Y'all got jobs out here. They ain't working. Take care of your children. Know where they are. Protect them at all times. And this is the app that can help you do that. So my little words of wisdom is go get the app. Do your thing. Protect your children.
That's it. Mo.
Man, you just can't say enough about this. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Tara, I'm telling you, it's a lot of folks out there that want to move like you move and don't do it and miss their calling. Sister, you done hit it dead on with this right here and you're going with it with you're going in on it. I mean, the app alone by itself, oh my God, that is an awesome idea. I mean, when you told me about this app, I was saying to myself, oh Lord, how come somebody didn't think of this 15 years ago?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? This makes a whole lot of sense. It makes a whole lot of sense. Keep doing what you're doing, sis.
Yes.
Gina?
Man, ditto to what everyone said. This is such an awesome movement. It's a movement to me, not just an app. It's a movement. Look, people say when you're a parent, don't snoop. You better read them diaries. You better read those notes. Look through their drawers. Look under the mattresses. Look, you better find out what's going on with your children. I did it.
Yeah. And you got some serial entrepreneurs on your hand too, just because of it.
Entrepreneurs with cereal.
Yeah.
But check this out.
This is bad.
Look, public announcement. Not R. Kelly. Public announcement, man. Bullies, if you guys think that you can still get away with what you're doing, Gina, I'm getting ready to do it. The answer is no. It's a done deal, okay? Especially with this app that's out. This is so amazing, okay? And you know, it's people are on their phones all the time.
I need a screenshot so I can promote this.
Why not use your phone for something good? And this is what this is good. So Tara, look, man, you gotta come back. You gotta come back.
I would love to. Thank you guys.
And talk more about this, okay? Because we really need this, and this is how we going into the holiday, all right? Ms. Tara Lynn Townes, the creator of the Bullying Buddy. Guys, look, the website is right there, www.thebullyingbuddy.com. Make sure, because see, sometimes, man, I'm telling you guys, all right, and it sometimes it hurt. I know somebody that got bullied really bad, and they still hold the scars. They still hold the scars from that bullying.
Yes.
It's bad.
Baby.
Okay. All right.
Everybody put your head down. Put your head down for Zell.
My head is up.
I'm just saying, you know.
I know she was bullied.
But the hair look good, though. The hair look good.
The weave is right.
Gina, reel them in.
There's no
Sarah,
she had her lace front on.
Yeah, it is lace front. There you go. It was a hell of a lace front too, wasn't it? She blended that in well, didn't she?
Now, see, hold on, man. Hold up. See, Tara, that's not fair. See, Tara got all that good hair. Okay, she got the good stuff. Okay, so she can't. You talking about somebody's lace front, and she ain't got no lace or no front. Okay, so that's terrible, Tara. Stop.
Y'all bullying her.
I know. Stop bullying
Who is
me,
y'all?
Man, but anyway.
Reverse bullying.
Yes.
This is Tara Lynn Townes. Okay, we had a great time with her, and we
Very
appreciate it. And again, Tara, I'm going to be talking to you real soon so we can reschedule you for another show.
Love to.
And you
man,
might need to do a demo of that app online for us.
Awesome. I would love to. We have a 4-minute commercial that shows the functionality of it.
You need to release that to these folk right here so we can pump it up.
That earlier, man. You should have gave that to me earlier, Tara.
Oh.
We'd have put that. We'd have did it. All right.
That's all right. We'll do it next round.
Definitely going to do it. Definitely going to do it. We thank you for coming through.
There's so much more because there's the adult version. It'll be in stores in 2 weeks. It's called Stomp. So we have every violation covered: domestic violence, elder abuse, everything, human trafficking,
pimping.
This man.
That's supposed to be asked for human trafficking.
Oh,
the adult version is human
man.
trafficking. Whoa!
There you go,
Okay.
Marcel. You done already. That's yours. Now go ahead and create that bad boy.
Look, that was too. Okay.
You were very you were creating something that everybody's going to be able to use. Okay, and you know, God bless you for everything that you're doing, and we know it's going to take off. All right, we got your back. All right, anything you need from us, just let us know. We're there for you.
Please.
I appreciate it. You guys have awesome energy. Thank you so much.
It's only me.
Thank you.
But
It's only him.
It's just you.
It's only me. All right, this is hey, look, everybody have a great holiday, everyone. We're going to see you Monday back on the show. Okay, this is Dope Living TV Live, and again, be safe out there. All right, have a great holiday.
Peace out.
Peace.
Bye, guys.